Now, Nick, you've been on both sides of the experience, just like Becca. So can you just tell us, like, what is it like on that final day leading up to the proposal?
It really sucks. I mean, to be honest, there is nothing worse. I still have a bad neck and a kink in my neck from the stress I got from the final week, 100%. Like I still go to a car, like it still has never been the same.
That's so sad. Wow. From being the Bachelor, because you were on the Bachelorette twice, and that must have been nerve-wracking as well.
Again, like, and it seemed like, you know, for example, at this point, like I had a lot of respect, and I really liked Raven, and I was, really cared about her. But for me, it was I was definitely closer with Vanessa. It was my decision wasn't as difficult leading up. At the same time, it was very difficult for me, and I felt a lot of like guilt, and you care about these people. I had gone through it twice, and so I was pretty messed up about it being on the other end. So you just feel a lot of stress, and so I can't imagine what it was like for Becca, because I felt like her decision might have been a little bit more challenging, and I felt like she. For example, because of that, because I kind of deep down felt like maybe Vanessa might be the one early, before the end, I think I really tried to be careful with my actions and my words with Raven, so that when it did end, that it might be hopefully easier, or like it would make more sense to Raven after the fact. But I think in Becca's case, I think it seemed like she was really torn. And so I don't think she had the luxury of being as cautious. So I think it might have been even more difficult for her.
No, absolutely.
Without, this is all guessing.
No, I think you're right.
I can't, I feel bad. It's a difficult position for Becca to be in.
How much time is there in between the breakup with one person and the proposal with another?
Maybe an hour.
Really? You just have to wipe away the tears and get yourself together, go from really sad to really happy.
Like maybe an hour.
Wow. And if you are one of the suitors, you really don't know if you're the first or second person to get there?
No. I mean, I don't know what it's like to be the first.
Nick.
It's fine. Still, no.
Still not over it?
I'm fine. No, I mean, you're just so out of it at that point. You don't have a necessarily concept of time. It looks like Blake's and Garrett's engagement went through during the day. Mine was, like with Caitlin, for example, it was at night because it was in LA. I mean, so like, I guess you're like, I don't know, because at that point, I don't know how much time is between, or you just don't know. So like, you can't, you're trying to think, well, is this a good time? Is this not a good time?
Gosh.
You have no idea.
Wow, I can't imagine what that must have been like. And you did it multiple times.
Not fun.
Okay, so what advice would you give the next Bachelor? I'm sure you've been asked this before, but especially season after season, you probably look at the Bachelor and say, I wish I could tell them this.
Try to make your decision before the end of filming.
Oh, okay. That's a wise piece of advice.
I mean.
Right? It's always crazy though when it seems like down to the wire. Is it really that hard sometimes to pick between two people? I guess
every experience is different, but I don't think so. I think most of the time it really comes down to 2 or 3. I think the feelings that the lead Bachelor, Bachelorette have for, like, I think there's 2 or 3 tops that they have real consideration for, and I think the other people they might like, or it's just impossible to like, how do you really truly are falling in love for 5 or 6 or 10, 15 people? I think first couple weeks you're getting to know the women or the men, and I think 2 or 3 kind of rise to the top, and I think towards the end, I think the lead really kind of deep down, if they don't know, I think their gut tells them who they are going to pick. But because again, as much as I was deep down kind of think I knew it was Vanessa, I try to tell myself to not go there, right? I really tried to give myself, in, for example, Raven and Rachel, that relationship a fair chance, because you never know. I mean, as much as I was into Vanessa, like, you might not know things. You spend very little limited time. So, but usually towards the end, you're just like, your heart wants what your heart wants.
I mean, you have to give everyone a chance.
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell and never miss a video.